Hey everybody, welcome to Xianxia DnD. I am Casey, I'm the DM. And we are, as you can see, we have a new format today, a little bit of a new format for the introduction, and there's going to be a little bit of a new layout. Necessity is the mother of invention. Discord suddenly refused to work with my virtual camera, so I have attempted to beat it into submission, and this was the end result. So, also just to let everyone know, Nick is a little bit busy right now, but we are going to have his representative on screen anyway, his representative icon on screen anyway, just so that we can keep the layout because Discord layouts are a little bit hard to do. Anyway, without further ado, let me start with the character introductions as per every episode with Rich and then Shao. And if Nick happens to come back at a particular point in time, then we will do Nick. Otherwise, we will have Shao do the recap. Rich?
Sure. Okay. My name is Richard. I'm playing Song Yifan, and he is an Elven Bladesinger of the 4th level. He's the second generation disciple of the Wudang clan, and met Shao's character Cang Tian and Nick's character Amu in one of our starting adventures, and we have been adventuring since then. I think over to Shao.
Okay, hi, hello, I'm Shao, and I'm playing Cang Tian, who is from actually a far away place and not from Imperial China, and it's probably like kind of like a Sasanian of Persian who is a pilgrim in this interesting land. Uh, and along the way, there's gotten embroidered with like all kinds of martial arts fields, supernatural plots, as well as friendships and bonds, right, with the people of this land. Chang Tian has met Yifan and Nick's character along the way, and now they are adventuring to save perhaps a child's life, but also maybe preserve the balance between chaos and order in this land. Yeah, Chang Tian is a monk, level 4, Air Genasi of the drunken style tradition.
Okay, Shao, do you want to give us also a recap for the previous episode?
Okay, sure. So the previous episode, what we've done is we have actually been. So we went into some kind of a magical liminal realm where we were supposed to extract this thing known as the flame imperishable, which is a kind of a purified flame that was used by a sect of occult swordsmen, the Sun Taoists. And unfortunately, when we got to the cave where this flame was being stored, there was also another aspirant seeking the flame, a serpentine being a flame itself, a salamander of some sort. So this salamander was in tension with itself because on one hand, I think the salamander wanted to be reasonable. On the other hand, the salamander had this elemental force controlling it. So we had to battle, and upon its defeat, the salamander was saying all kinds of things like, "If you seek the flame, then we are enemies," and revealed to us that the elemental lord that we are now bound, in some ways, our fate are bound to. Zhurong, the Lord of Fire, has been commanding his elemental legions. So the fire elementals are not necessarily very destructive, but they're being called to destroy things. So we managed to extricate the flame imperishable, left the strange world with our outlander friend, a person who had been enthralled by the by the nature spirits of the magical world. So this outlander warrior has joined us, being promised meat and wine. Unfortunately, the moment we got over to the temple, there was no time for feasting because imperial shenanigans were upon us. And so we teleported over to Xiangyang, and upon going to Xiangyang, we saw our friends getting in trouble with the law, and the people of the law kind of like held it over our heads, like, oh, would you like to help us investigate this matter? This is not. You don't have to do this, of course. One of those like, you don't have to do this, but
No, you really have to do this.
Everyone's interested. We did this, so that didn't go down very well with us. Our new Outlander friend, who basically said, "This police, this watch person is a total douche," and then in not so many words. And we said that, okay, sure, we got our associates freed, and now we are on our way to Xiangyang, with people apparently knowing our movements before we were there, but then it's something that we're getting used to. It's like, I suspect there's this like Wuxia, this Xianxia Google Earth thing that's basically tracking our phone and stuff.
Or it could just be the fact that everybody is looking for you and going to the logical places that you will be. Hey, anyway, but this one is particularly creepy. Anyway, we will move on to the scene right now, and let me just do a scene shift. Where you last left off, the boat where Lang Ziqing was tied up at, pushes off against the bank, and you start sailing down the tributary of the Han River that brought you here, a reverse of the path that you had taken what feels like months ago, but in actuality was probably just days or weeks ago, down the river, and wasting no time whatsoever. I'm assuming, Yifan, you pull down the shirt of the 2-year-old boy who is grasping at the straws of life, and you put your palms into the thing, and you circulate your cheek with the portion of the flame imperishable. As you feed the power of the flame imperishable on the ship, the rest of you see what looks like a blue flame aura emitting from his body of Song Yifan. You feel a comforting warmth radiating from it, as the mark itself seems to start fading, and you recall the words that were given to you so long ago. The soul of every being lies, a soul lies in every being, and deficiency attracts excess. The 5 elements circulate, and yin yang eventually reverts back to the poles, and you follow the path or the instructions or the very vague verse that you found in the cave of the blood spirit, and you realize in a moment of epiphany, Yifan, that the internal energy skill that is being described in the verse is nothing more than a description of the cosmology of Chinese Taoism. Yes, Sweden, this is large seal script. It's what I think they call it 篆刻, which is the stuff that they use to carve and then print on. So, and one of these, anyway, as you circulate the power of the flame imperishable through your body, you realize that everything comes clearer to you. Your base martial art, which is Tai Chi, is based on the transformation of forces from linear to circular.
Right.
The iron refining palm technique that you learned from the 10,000 Swords Manor is nothing more than a transformation of the forces along and against the cycles of birth and destruction. Incomplete as it is, but you finally realize that the last portion of it is filled in by this particular script, which allows you to transform this. Now, you, Yifan, have now got a choice. Once you reach tier 2, you may transform your base Tai Chi martial art into what is called Tai Yi Wu Xing.
Okay.
Tai Yi Wu Xing is basically the next evolution step, and it's actually, if you look at history, it's actually a form of Tai Chi that's practiced also by Wudang, and it looks very, very different from it, but works along the same principles. However, you have to decide what form that would take for your character. There are a couple of choices. You may choose the circulation of life and death, which allows you to manipulate radiant or necrotic energy. There is the circulation of the 5 elements, which allows you to manipulate the shape of elemental effects, or you can concentrate on the physical form of it, which allows you to manipulate physical forces but better. So you pick that once you reach tier 2. And this is the epiphany that you get after going through all of the trials and tribulations and piecing together all of the disparate parts into its composite whole.
Okay.
Okay?
Sure. My character will, Ivan will actually would want to think a lot of, think more upon it. What are the...
Yep, sure, no problems. You don't have to make a decision right now. Your decision only needs to be made a little bit later once you hit tier 5. And when you want to evolve your...
Tier 2, level 5.
Sorry, tier 2, level 5. Okay, and with that, as you're sailing out, the boy, the palm mark on the boy's chest fades into nothingness. And the boy's eyes flutter open for the first time in days. And you're seated on the boat, right? And seated opposite you is basically a few of the other players. And he breaks into a bright, beaming smile. Cang Tian! Cang Tian!
Hello. You look well.
He nods with bright, beaming smile. And he says, Where are we?
Then I look around at the rest of the party. How's Yifan looking?
Yifan is looking. His the fiery aura around him has faded.
Okay.
But you notice that there is something different about him.
Okay.
Something has transformed about him.
Okay. Okay.
He is still in lotus position. He is in gentle meditation.
Okay.
Not those like deep meditation where he's not aware about his surroundings. He's still aware.
Okay.
But he's still in meditation.
Okay. You fell sick, young lad, and it was quite a hard illness. So you have been ill for a while, and we brought you to see some doctors. We have managed to get some medicine, and now you're better. We are actually near Xiangyang.
Oh. Hungry. Can eat.
Sure.
He reaches out with both his hands in a kind of like half hug, half open position, and he's kind of folding his hands in and out, like grabbing for food. Yeah, he's a 2-year-old boy, right? He doesn't quite know how to.
He's only 2, right?
Yeah. So he's kind of like doing the grabbing motion with his palms.
Okay. Then I guess I give him some food.
Okay.
And I give him some water as well to kind of wash it down.
Okay. As you take a long, slow path down the river, it will take you.
You can't say the word long. D&D players have this path level long rest.
No. But I was actually going to say you can take a long rest.
I
Yes.
see.
Because you haven't taken a long rest since 3 encounters ago, which is like in modern D&D terms, that's like a lifetime, right? It's like 3 encounters? You expect me to fight 3 encounters without a long rest? How can? Right? So
Yes.
can one. It's all about resource management.
Yes.
So yeah, please go ahead and take a long rest. As the burns in your body start fading as you meditate and you circulate your chi around your meridians, right? The patches of burnt burnt scar tissue, right, just flick away and drop off, proving once again that your worth as cultivators and your imperishable body, short of utter destruction, your body will regenerate, right? But no one can deny death until you become an immortal. You head down, and for the rest, you quickly reach the city of Xiangyang. Along the way, Lang Ziqing says to you, the boy,
Yes.
you have business in Xiangyang, do you not?
Well, we seem to have business. Xiangyang seems to have business with us. Good sir. And I apologize for the inconvenience that you've been through because of this. Do you think your brother will be okay? And what has happened to Pocky wrong? I think that's the business that awaits us in the city.
I do not know what has happened to Pocky wrong. We were beset upon by the Black Cats shortly after we had left you. And once that was, they ambushed us, in a manner of speaking, but they didn't seem to want to kill us.
Because this, I think, is a catch and release, huh?
Pocky Wrong managed to escape, but now they're saying that, they're saying that he's dead. That was what I overheard while being captured by them. I'm curious to find out what has happened to them, what has happened to him as well. We owe him a lot, but I also do not want you to delay on your duty because of us. It is our. He gives a sour expression on his face. It's our responsibility, not yours.
Apparently, it's now our responsibility. Speaking out from meditation, I turn towards Lang Ziqing. It's pretty unfortunate, but I think we've been dragged into this matter. Regardless.
Then he says, then a duty for a duty. Let me bring the boy back.
You have better be careful. You know what predicament he is in.
He says, I don't think it's the boy they're after.
I not caught my head. What rumors have you heard?
Not rumors, just that the focus of the investigations have been mostly concentrated on Pocky Wrong. Hey, Richard, your volume is a bit soft. Can you up your thing? I already upped your Discord volume, but for some reason you're a little soft.
Sure, no problems. Let me do some setting changes.
Sila, go and play Solista lah. Every night go and play Solista lah.
No. Okay. Is this better?
Still a little soft. Wait, let me see if I can up your volume.
It's okay. I'll just up the
Ken?
How about this? How about this?
Still a little soft.
Let me push it up a little bit more. How about this?
Okay lah. I mean, that's your gain is a bit off, but it's about as good as.
Let me push up to the max. Okay, this is my max.
Okay, I'm putting you at 140. Joe, just to show you, it was the script that appeared on the wall of the cavern, but I managed to. Yeah. So this is the script that appeared on the wall of the cavern, and I've done a little bit of a change for the layout so that I can start displaying my stuff now. And yeah, because I do love the calligraphy anyway. Anyway, he says, 浪子Qing says to you, the focus of they weren't asking about the boy at all. The black cats weren't the least concern. All they were talking about was the eastern quarters and the eunuch in charge of the eastern quarters, about how he was looking for a young man. He wasn't very specific about that. But
appear askance at Longwu, but I don't expect Longwu.
Longwu is acting like a statue at the moment. So he points at his own tongue and goes, "Ngo." Okay, so he's saying, I don't think that they are after the boy.
If they are not,
I think they are after you.
He's pointing at. Is he pointing at me or at?
Collectively, the three of you.
Alright. What do you have to think about this great, powerful eunuch? Besides the fact that he's very dangerous, very powerful, and very persistent.
Well,
do you know of the Eastern Quarter? Make a knowledge history roll.
The Eastern Depot.
Yeah, the Eastern Depot lah.
I don't like those guys. Every
Hello.
time a lot of people die. Hi.
Hey, Nic.
Already.
Sorry, I just had a very ominous thing about you. Apparently, 浪子Qing thinks that the Eastern Depot and the Black Cats are not specifically after the child. He thinks that they are after the three of you.
Which is fine.
It is? Okay.
It's 15, Casey.
Okay, yeah, you know the Eastern Depot. They are the secret police. They are counterbalanced by the Western Depot and the Brocade Guards, of course. You know the balance of the secret police in the Ming Dynasty, which I brought forward 2 dynasties because it's cool.
Yeah. So basically, office politics time.
Yeah.
Can you see me on video?
I cannot. Let me see whether I.
In fact, you're still 2 floating squares for me.
I know. I can't do anything. If you want to see me, turn on the stream because I appear on the screen because of the camera issues. But the layout is all different now.
And he's on Twitch also, so you can see him there.
Yeah, you can see me on Twitch. Okay. So 浪子Qing says, they're not after us. They're only after us because they think they could lead us to you, and they were right.
Well, okay. If that's the case, then the Black Cats have promised not to put their eye on us, which is a good thing, I guess.
Well, can I remember the
Yes.
Black Cats? The Black Cats are Xiangyang police, right? I mean, they're working for Xiangyang, right?
Yeah. So they are working for the prefecture. So they're prefecture level, not imperial level.
Okay. Got it. But then there won't be any kind of how do I say this? There won't be any. They're not exactly working for any of the three factions, but they still answer to them if there's official pressure being placed.
Yeah, so that's correct, but if you recall what Mu Chengyu said, Mu Chengyu being the leader of the Black Cats that you met over just the day before, right? Mu Chengyu said to you that she didn't say, but she seemed to imply a level of independence from the Imperial Police, which is certainly not encouraged, let's just say, because this is the kind of independent thought that would lead to your family going missing in the middle of the night.
People like to take midnight walks. Not very good for health.
Yeah, it's really bad for your health. It's bad in general, but especially bad in terms of pissing off what is effectively a secret police.
I mean, what we should be doing here is that we should actually be creating some rights. We should 造饭 for everyone.
Creating some rice, is it? The Constitution, the Bill of Rice.
The Bill of Rights.
The Bill of Rice and the 15 Amendments, and then you get
I will put this 500 years in the future, then we go to the Republican era. Okay, they all go to the bun.
Uncle Roger.
Uncle Roger.
Okay. So yes, he is saying
what we can do is solve the case within 2 days or 3 days and leave as quickly as possible.
Okay.
Are we in?
You're in Xiangyang, yeah. So what you missed, Nick, was that Richard cured the boy with using the flame imperishable and received a martial art breakthrough epiphany because of it. What had happened is that Lang Ziyi is telling you on the way to Xiangyang, and I kind of put up the map a little bit early, but he's telling you on the way to Xiangyang that of what has happened. Pocky Rong has gone missing, suspected dead. Lang Ziyi is also missing, but his whereabouts are more or less clear. The Black Cats have him because he basically fought to the last.
Okay.
To try and defend give Lang Ziqing enough time to run away. Guess what? It didn't work. So Lang Ziqing ended up getting caught anyway and ended up leading the group over to the teleportation portal where they found you. So
we decided to work with the Black Cats.
Well, in a manner of speaking, they didn't actually ask for your help. They just said, go to Pocky Rong's headquarters.
See what we see.
See what I see.
Okay.
And because of that, and we were also filling Shao Han in on the imperial politics behind it, and Hua Gonggong is basically a member of Dongchang being the Eastern Depot being the biggest secret police there is.
Mm-hmm.
Someone says we're looking for you. I mean, like a person who fits your...
Very vague description. He doesn't have your full... He says he's looking for a young man, roughly about 18 years old. He fights with a sword and a battle sleeve, that sort of thing.
Okay. Just a question. Dongchang is normally internal police, right?
What do you mean by internal police?
That means as in secret police for within the empire. Xichang is external.
No, okay, so Xichang and Dongchang, right, is they have whatever the emperor or they have whatever power the emperor orders. Is the reality of it. The idea of separation of powers is not quite there yet. So their charter is they don't have a charter, they don't have a jurisdictional limit. They just say these are the things that the emperor ordered, and it's up to me to interpret very, very vaguely what the emperor has ordered. Dongchang tends to be the more powerful one because Dongchang has been established for a longer time.
Okay. Just probably a difference in genre.
Yeah. It is lah. I mean, there's no CIA, FBI division if you get what I mean lah.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Because in
No,
the
because-
end, Dong Chang ended up taking care of everything anyway, and Si Chang
Yeah.
ended up being a useless political figure in any way.
Yes, correct. Yeah, I know.
So
So I'm just trying to like figure out what the current.
the current is more balanced. It's more balanced.
More balanced.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, one of the things that we can actually pull out is that we actually can also go and help them out, and also we can do some shopping because we have actually quite a bit of food.
I knew it.
It's like I mean, like, of course, it comes to me as the because I mean, historically, Buddhism did move a lot with merchants, because a lot of the pilgrims did travel along caravans. So I guess I'm within portfolio to do to encourage a dynamic economy.
Okay. So what Zhang Ziqing has offered, right, is to take the child back to Thousand Hand Li for you. Basically, kind of, he's saying, you've been mired in my shit. Let me take care of your shit for you.
Yeah, it's like,
I am okay, and it seems that if the current situation does not involve the child, then sending the child back to his parent would be the best idea.
Also,
And
Apparently be so.
Also, you realize, Mu Chengyu, right, the head of the Black Cats, right, didn't give a shit about the child. He was directing his questions at you. He had every opportunity to take the child if he needed to.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, so yep, I'm going to do that. Let Zhang Ziqing take off. Is his brother still under custody, or? I asked him, is your brother in custody?
I believe that pending your cooperation, he will have a convenient escape in a couple of days. It would not be our first.
I'll still feel safer if both of you were to escort the boy.
I will wait for him for a few days. I will take care of the child for you. In that case, I don't think you want to bring him into the danger that you will be facing.
When we reach the city, I think you should find a place for him to rest.
我们会找容身之所.
Yeah.
We will find a place to hide ourselves. That's not a problem.
Thank you.
Valky goes, so, where's the wine and meat?
Yeah, sorry, we forgot to introduce. All right, Valky. Yeah, look at Lang Ziqing. This is Qing. All right, and this is Valky. And yeah, he before you go, Lang Ziqing, our large friend here requires some and drink. Would you happen to have any recommendations? Is the inn, for example, a good place for us to put a man dying of thirst and hunger?
He says, this is Xiangyang. Walk down the streets. You will find any manner of food and drink you wish. I highly recommend the meat skewers. They come from Yes, there are hawkers from the north. They have this thing about where they sprinkle spices along the meat of the meat, and they grill it over the fire. That's actually a really good question. Valky didn't react.
Then later I say like, all right, I think we can do something about that. Come along, Valky. Let's get you your food. Let's do the investigation. And you have any? Yeah, I look at adamantine armor that we have, right? That the scale mail.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, anybody wants to wear that, or should we basically pass it over to one of our new friends to help them keep their guts inside their body a little bit more. I mean, it's not the best armor compared to the plate and stuff, but then it is adamantine, so it makes you immune to crits, which is usually quite good if you
Lang
have a
Zi Yi can wear medium.
Yeah, so like if he's discharging our duty for us, maybe investing in him with that might be good, or we can liquidate it for resources as well.
Up to you.
The one thing is whose Amu's armor is damaged, right?
All your armor and weapons, if they are non-magical, they are damaged, so you're going to have to buy new sets.
Anyway, that means I can't fight anymore because my weapon and my armor is my body.
No lah, I meant manufacture lah.
How does my armor work? Because when we initially started out,
Your sword,
armor, the abstract, right?
yeah. So if you had material armor, it's damaged, and if it's chi based, which is what I said, right? If it's chi based, then it's fine. It's okay. Yeah, your sword is not damaged.
Sure.
Okay.
And as in Lomu's, your inherited sword is not damaged.
Yeah.
Okay.
So kind of like my wooden staff is kind of like
It's destroyed. Yeah. You have you have the salamander spear though.
Oh yeah, the salamander spear.
Yeah, I passed you the salamander spear.
Yeah. Do you want the stats for the salamander spear? What's your right salamander spear?
The stats was I haven't put it into the D&D Beyond yet, but it is basically a +1 spear that you can shrink to the size of a needle or expand to the size of a lance. It also has the ability that if you do any sort of fire damage, you can ignite it and it acts like a flaming weapon if you already have the source of fire damage. Like for example, you have
going to Cang Tian, right?
Yeah, the spear is going to Cang Tian.
Unless Nick, you want to.
Would you like prefer a spear? It's
It is my other weapon, but I have my sword. I don't think I'll need it.
It's okay because it's like you see like it's actually a style thing. Like, do you think your character would actually want to use the spear? If so, I can pass it to you to use.
I think not right now.
Right now, okay. But in case no other better gear, then we pass the DPS weapon to you lah.
The thing is that the spear also works with the way I envision Amu's martial arts.
Yeah, which is what I was thinking because you will actually hold the.
But it will sort of be another set of moves altogether, and I think I should only implement it when Amu actually gets some kind of a cultivation improvement.
Hey, so you decide what you want to do with the spear. Let's go on, okay? Because otherwise, this will be shopping trip for the next 3 hours. Okay, let's move.
Amu is going to start looking very antsy, and he's giving Cang Tian and Yifan aren't we supposed to be going to Pocky Yong's house look?
Yeah, let's just
we are.
As you head down the streets of Xiangyang, to avoid turning this into a shopping episode, because, right, I have watched shopping episodes on Critical Role. I do not like them. And
Yes.
you walk down the streets, right? And the streets of Xiangyang look somewhat different. Having been remodeled after an evening of idle time.
Wow, I think it's
The
election
rooftops-
period. People are spending on the public works and infrastructure to get votes.
Yes, indeed. In fact, some of the roofs look very, very resplendent now, and they even have the corners of the curved corners that you see that are signature of Chinese style buildings. Previously, they just look like tents.
Tell you, City Hall is behind this revitalization.
Yes, vote for people that you have. Vote for your hereditary masters.
Bullshit. This is 2020 Tokyo Olympics Abenomics shit, right? Okay, shit got real. Sorry for the sudden economics. Let's move back to Xiangyang.
Yes. And just as you are walking down the street, right, in front of a building, you see a group of people crowding around what looks like a man in Taoist robes. And he has an altar set up in front of him with the offerings, the wine, the the candles, and he has a live chicken that's struggling in his hand. He's grabbed a live chicken and struggling in his hand. He has a knife in the other hand, and there's a bowl ready for him, right? And he's chanting in his in it, right? He's going Tian Ling Ling, Di Ling Ling, Zai Shan Lao Xing Jie Yi Ru Ying Ying, you know, the usual kind of like chant of Taoism, right? And the rest of the crowd is looking on in kind of like a bit of caponess, curiosity, mixed with a bit of
Apprehension.
apprehension, correct. And they seem to be glancing at the building next to you, which is the massively resplendent roofed, double tile roof building that had mysteriously appeared only in the span of a week. You know, Chinese contractors really do a good job.
Is it beside the building that was where Pokirong stays?
No, this is the beginning of the street. So if you go straight down the street and make a right turn, make a right turn.
Left turn.
Yeah, make a left turn. That's Pokirong's.
Okay.
Okay.
You're just showing off now, aren't you?
Every day, every opportunity I can get.
So where's the place that where the pee thing happened?
Right in front.
Further up the road, right?
Yeah, it's here.
Middle of this road.
Yeah, right here. The one with the
yeah,
three barrels.
So the road is familiar to us, lah.
The road is familiar to you, but okay. We we can retcon the roofs as having been there, but this altar down here looks different, right? This person down here, you know, this street has always been very busy, right? But this person seems to have gathered a crowd of people around him.
Okay. Is it like some kind of haunting? He's doing an exorcism or something?
Make me a knowledge religion check, please. For both Yifan and Cang Tian, correct.
I look at them as they start, as their eyes start heading towards the Taoist guy, and I'm like, I look at them and we're here for something. Can we come back?
I get distracted by that there, huh? What? There, I got 6.
Okay. It looks like an exorcism, right? Like it's to try and get rid of bad luck or something along those lines, right? Yifan, the right is utter bullshit. It is utter bullshit. It's the kind of thing that people use to bless magic stones, to mix into water, to go and sell to unsuspecting people to drink so that they get cured of illnesses. It's that kind of right.
It's basically a Ponzi scheme, lah.
It's a bullshit. It's Taoist bullshit.
The man is a charlatan.
Yes, the man is a
Yes,
charlatan.
the man is a charlatan. I'm just going to ignore them, and then I'm just going to walk past.
Yeah.
Is any one of you bringing up the point that the man is a charlatan?
I am not.
Okay.
I don't know that it's a charlatan. Okay, so
Okay, so where you guys are walking down the street?
yeah, walking down the street.
Okay. Don't want to capo too much.
Okay, you walk through this way Okay
Yes.
Okay
Yes.
Okay
Purposely walk right through the ritual.
Okay. Just at that moment, right? Make me perception checks. Yifan, only Yifan. Okay. Make me a perception check.
Oh, critical.
Okay, you see him just as he's about to slaughter the chicken. You see him flick something into the flame, and and the entire altar bursts out into flame. And then the Taoist priest goes, these people are the source of the bad luck.
Definitely. Then I look at everyone and I say like, since
everybody turns to you.
Since then I kind of look at Eva and they're like,
okay, I'm going to as he says that, right, I got to inscribe the fire rune, and then I point it back to him and say, and his incense burner bursts into flame as a firebolt hits it.
Okay.
Boom.
So let me do a very quick.
You want to escalate?
Sure.
I look at I look at Yifan and Cang Tian, and I say, gentlemen, do we really have to do this?
Then I look at them. I say, I'm not doing anything. I had to walk through this road, but I think they're having a always sectarian discussion.
Everybody's running away now. Run away, run away.
Yeah, then I say, bad luck. It's really bad. I think we should move on, huh?
Yes, we should move on.
the-
Don't do this at all.
The Taoist
Apparently,
priest backs
our
away.
bad luck has apparently our bad luck has spread to the Taoist priest. Let's move on.
Okay,
Okay.
great.
You move on. The Taoist priest yells, "These are people of bad luck! Don't come near them!"
I look at Cang Tian. Is that how luck works?
No,
Yeah, I don't know.
that's
Like-
not how luck works.
I think that's how. I think that's how somebody who wants attention works, though.
He's got the attention. That's all he needs, right?
You don't even know him. It's a street performer. Let's move on.
Street performer, you're right. He is a scam.
What's going on here?
See, it's coming back. It's coming back. I told you, this is how luck works. It's all fate and karma, is it?
Oh my god, the multiple man is ahead of us.
Don't worry. I can smell what's coming up because it's a very familiar scent. There, look. Yes, officer.
Yes, is the officer looks at you, goes, "You, don't go near him. These guys are cursed. They had me pissed on for hours. No. These guys are bad luck." And this Taoist priest goes, "Yeah, these people are bad luck. Officer, you should arrest them." "What do you mean arrest them? Don't you know? Don't mess with these people."
Then I look at the officer. I say, "Officer, this man doesn't seem to understand the power of our bad luck. Do you think we should do to him what we did to you so he'll understand?"
No. Okay, please make me an intimidation roll.
I roll 18.
Okay, they go, "You did what?" They march up to him.
Yeah, I look,
Case,
yeah.
And the Taoist priest is backing off.
because they are attracting a little bit more attention than I actually want on
Yeah.
me, especially because it looks like people are out looking for me. I'm going to kind of just step aside and make my way. I'll move,
Where? Here, this way.
Okay.
This here.
yeah, and then I'll move further down ahead towards Smoky Rome's place. I'll keep them in line of sight, but I'll be a distance.
Okay, so where are you going? This are you going like through the shadows, through the?
No, I'm just going to go duck into the shadows for a while. Then I'll leave the shadows and start walking.
Okay, so you're going to be ending up here roughly before the show happens, right? The guards walk up to the Taoist priest, right, and they grab him one on each side, on one of each of the arms, right, and they drag him together. No, it's not me. You have to get them. It's them that you want. And
then I shrug and I say, "Too bad, It's tough to be a person who speaks the truth." I say after the Taoist priest.
No, and the guards are kind of like telling you it's for your own good, man. Seriously, the last time round, our guard captain got involved in these guys. I tell you, the number of showers he had to take. My God.
Then I look. Hey, where did Longmu go? Okay, I guess I bought him time to do the things he needs.
Okay, Longmo, make me a perception check, please.
Yay! I get to roll the dice on the thing again. This is
Roll the what on the what again?
The dice.
The dice on D&D Beyond.
18.
Oh, 18. Well done. There is a suspicious absence of black cats.
I look I look at the rooftops.
No black
Just-
cats. Oh, you see them. but they don't seem to be looking at you. They seem to be more like keeping a distance. So yeah, you see one.
But is it a special black cat?
You have not seen any other. Now that you mention it, you've actually not seen any other colored cat in Xiangyang.
Huh. So, I mean, from casual observation, we can't tell whether it's the black cat's TM lah.
Well, you're okay. Back previously, you had seen black cats. They were walking across the streets. You almost tripped on one. Just to remind you.
Yep, I remember that.
Yep, that particular scene, right? Now, in this particular case, they are all around still, but they are all just surreptitiously out of sight.
So they are keeping their distance from us for some reason lah.
They're keeping their distance, whether it's from you or from something else, you can't tell.
Okay, I'm not going to walk back there and tell them lah, so I'll wait for them to catch up with me.
Okay.
Obviously.
Okay.
Okay. I like along the way. I kind of point to some hawkers and I pass some coins to Valky and I say,
Oh, Valky is already gone to one of them and goes, and
okay.
the one of them is going, please take this, please take it and go, please, just don't jinx me.
Yeah. Then I go to them and then I pass some coins. Oh, don't worry. Then I kind of look with total feigned ignorance of the person scared of me. I say, please treat my friend well. Then I pass some coins over to everybody and then we'll take care of Valky so that he doesn't cause a scene. And then I go and join.
Valky passes the coins on, and the group over here, the hawker is just like, please, I don't want your money, please just go. I cannot wash away the sway. I'll be rolling once until eternity, okay? Please,
Wash away the sway is a thing.
It is a thing. It is a thing. It's all about washing away the bad luck, right? That's the tradition of the culture, right? So
yeah, wash away the sway is totally a thing, right? What do you think the flowers in the Chinese temples are for?
True.
They're for washing. They're you know, there's the pomegranate leaves, right? And there's the actual packets of like chrysanthemum flowers and what have you, right? That's actually for showering to get rid of, well, whatever lah, unclean things lah, like bad luck.
Have they caught up with me?
Oh yeah, they've caught up with you. Valky is slowly gnawing on what looks like skewers of meat. And he's yeah, well, no, 羊肉串 lah, but you know, it's effectively mutton satay.
So I look at them and say, I say under my breath, the black cats. They're not intently observing us.
Yeah. Well, it might be a combination of the deal the understanding that we have, as well as they wanted us to see something here. I think what's going to wait for us inside here is going to look pretty bad. By the way, Longmo, we got a long rest. So.
Oh, we do? Okay. Yay.
And I say, all right, friends, are you ready? Then she'll open the door.
let's go.
Okay, you let me you over.
Transformers.
Scene shift. 1, 2.
My hit points on my D&D Beyond sheet seems to have reset itself down to a lower amount.
Yeah,
you
so low. Cannot be on.
You go to edit your character, then you go to your manage HP.
Okay.
Then you put in the total amount you rolled. So your first level is 10. Then you add up the level 2, 3, and 4 together, and then you put the total in the rolled hit points.
Okay, I'll fix that lah. Don't worry. It's supposed to be 40, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
And with that, we will move to the next scene, labeled CSI Xiangyang.
Yes, I Xiangyang.
This is Pocky Rong's house. Conveniently bleached in a CSI-like mindscape.
Enhance.
I really am in a strange mood today, I swear.
It's fine.
Okay, so you are in... You are at...
I need to rave about this D&D Beyond thing. It takes the calculation and everything out of.
It takes the math out of D&D Beyond, right? It takes the math out of playing D&D, right?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. So this is the... And even from the door is open and it's broken apart. It looks like it's been smashed in. Even from here, even from the doorway, you can see a blood trail that goes into the house.
Hmm. From the blood trail, I'm gonna step in,
Okay,
avoiding touching the blood trail.
okay.
Obviously.
Because you're CSI and therefore you see a body. It's...
I'll go in as well.
It looks skeletonized. It looks like it's been eaten through.
Okay.
I don't think I have to say the Stasi thing at this point.
You might as well. I mean, you can say... It's like, hey, Captain Obvious, do you want to say it?
Isn't there a characterization?
It's true, it's true. He really is Captain Obvious. 有杀气.
Yo Sachi.
Yeah, I say I take a look at I move over carefully, avoiding the bloodstains, and observe where the bloodstains, like where they pull, where they came from, and also look at the bite marks. Were they made from things with blunt teeth or sharp teeth, or in between?
Okay, very dramatically appropriate. The scene resets itself because somebody pulled the plug at Fastly. You head to the corpse, right? Make me an investigation roll.
Investigation.
I assist you.
Actually, I assist you better, lah. but then, like, because you're the first one who went there, and the second who looked, right, and then your stat is higher. But then actually I'm the one who caught for the action, so I guess I should get the assistant.
Yeah, you get the assistant.
Amu is going to check the back door.
Okay, sure. From the back door which back door?
The sewer one.
Okay, sure. You're here.
I rolled a 11.
Got it. I got a 15.
Okay. One at a time. Amu, as you reach the door in the sewer and you try to pull it open, it is stubbornly jammed shut. It feels like it's been barred from
the other side.
I
look to them and I say, "Hey, check out. Look at this."
I look at it.
But they're busy leaning over the body, right? 15. The body has been... It has been gnawed, but not by teeth. They look more like... based on the scratchings, they look more like chitin. So
Okay.
It looks either like a giant crab, a giant scorpion, or a giant spider. Something chitinous. Okay? That's the first thing. Second thing, the skeleton is the wrong size. That is not Pocky Rong.
Okay.
So it's the Pocky wrong size.
It's not the Pocky Rong size.
So it's the wrong size to be Pocky.
Yeah.
It's the wrong Pocky Rong size.
So, if it's not Pocky wrong, so it will be Oki Pocky.
That's not the right person. I think we got the wrong guy.
Yeah, it's the Hokey Pocky.
Okay?
Go for dim sum now, I guess.
If it's not the right person, then could he be a plant?
Huh?
I like look at Abu. No, he doesn't mean that literally. He means
I don't mean that it's a plant. I meant somebody planting here.
then I look at Yifan like, we worked with him for a while already.
Yeah.
The wanted education system of Empire has a lot to do.
Is what I say, D&D characters, right? They have no life skills on. They know how to fight, they know how to cast spells, they don't know English grammar, they don't know how to conjugate their verbs, they don't know how to recite the 7 classics, no life skills.
Yeah,
I say, this sewer entrance has been barred from the other side. I mean, we could probably break it, but it would also mean that it's going to alert attention to us.
Well, actually,
you remember where the sewer entrance led to, right?
Yes.
what killed this person? Whoever this person is. It's something that has.
Make me a medicine check.
Medicine. Okay.
If you don't have, then somebody else does. There's somebody else roll.
Where's the vegetable?
Vegetable.
We all don't have medicine.
Bai Cao Xian, is it?
Yeah.
Bai Cao Xian is not with you. Bai Cao Xian was left in Wudang.
Oh, he's in Wudang. Okay.
Yeah, he's somewhere in Wudang. Maybe he's part of the cultivation pill by now.
He wandered himself into the oven.
This is how we treat our friend.
Witch's oven, sack for food, is it? Okay.
Yeah, witch's oven. Oh wait, hold on. Wrong game.
Okay, yeah, wrong game. Unless we're playing Strixhaven. Hey, okay, go.
Yeah, so I didn't get. I got a 2. I got a 5. Sorry. 7.
Yifan, do you want to make the medicine roll?
I don't have medicine, so
okay. You
Then-
can't tell how he died.
Yeah, I say like well, I think it seems like something from that might be familiar, maybe consistent with a water demon. And if I was in the business of medicine and water demons, I would have a lot of dead bodies lying around. So I think he's probably been captured by our friendly medicinal hall friends. Let's leave a bit of as we get ready to move out. Can I just update our friends, our associates?
We should probably look upstairs as well, though.
Yeah. I guess let's take a look upstairs quickly and then prepare a report along the way. So I wouldn't be taking any investigation checks because I'm calligraphing settings so that I can leave it for the cats. Because they ask us, we see what you see, right? So I need to answer.
I suggest to Valky, hey Valky, why don't you take a look at this sewer entrance, and I'll go up with them and we'll let you know if we need you upstairs.
He grunts.
Is he just busy eating?
No, he's not. He was actually examining the body.
Okay.
Quietly to himself, but he was examining the body.
I look at him. I saw him at the body. I said I think it's some kind of either a water demon or earth demon. Something.
He says, not so exotic. Look like wild animal.
Wild animal.
Some kind of wild animal.
Keep wild animals in this place.
Can't tell what kind though. Too odd. Not tiger, not bear, not elephant.
Yeah.
Maybe some kind of insect.
Big insect, huh?
Big insect. He says, as you reach up to the thing, right? As you walk up, make me a perception roll. Who walks up the staircase first? It's Longmu, right?
Yep.
Longmu makes me a perception roll, please.
Well, we keep pushing the luck, like the guy with the worst perception in the party.
You wanted to go up first, or I mean...
Yeah, lor.
It's fictional positioning, remember?
3!
Okay. Then Yifan, make a perception roll. You're the second one up.
4.
Okay, then
Maybe
Cang
Cang Tian get
Tian,
a
make a perception roll. By the way, the difficulty is going up.
Unfortunately, I rolled 4 plus 4. 8! Looks like.
Okay, we have no winners here. Well done. Remind me again. Remind me again. You are what? Cang Tian? What? Investigator, right? Okay.
Yeah, but
Well done.
algorithms are algorithms, right? That's why actually, like,
RNG.
I'm playing a lot of those RPGs where this is an impossible scene to occur. Like, you know, like those Trail of Cthulhu games, like this cannot occur. Because-
Okay,
Yeah.
so maybe what you should do, right, is to run one shot, roll one shot for.
no, once you play, you'll be like looking back at the world. What was the-
Suedin is really helping you guys out, no? Learn something new and random. Okay,
Ah, okay.
you feel something brush against your face.
Ooh. You see a ghost?
No. It's a cobweb.
It's a cobweb.
Mm.
Okay.
It's a cobweb along a staircase.
Ah, it is our friend Peter Parker. Oh, okay, we know how this works.
And as you
Wash.
walk up, as you realize that there's the thing. Thanks a lot, Suedin.
Thank you.
As you feel the web brush against the face, you walk up and you're beginning to see signs of webbing. Webbing that has been broken through. Webbing that is there. The place looks more disheveled because of the webbing than it would otherwise be.
I looked at the two of them.
Yeah,
He said something about an insect.
I think so.
Wow.
I draw my sword and go into defensive as I walk down the corridor.
Okay, so you basically take the position that your figurine always takes, lah.
Well, not really. My sword is in front of me.
Ta-da! Okay. Sorry. Make me survival checks. Those of you who are up, apart from, so basically it's everyone but Lomo.
Okay.
Those of you who are not professionally paranoid.
I got a crit. 22.
Okay. You
Ah,
I can get a roll.
Spiders
Okay.
are
4.
Can I roll for fun?
no. Do you see the tracks and they seem to. You see the tracks originate, as in there is no point where the tracks, they just seem to originate from this particular corner of the room. This one,
Okay.
here, where the spotlight is shining.
Okay.
I look at them and then I look at the strands of web. White silk hall, huh?
Huh. True. Good observation.
Good observation.
Well done.
But
If I were a generous DM, I would have given you XP, but I don't.
technically, spiders are not insects.
Okay.
Okay lah, then eliminate already lah. Oh, it can't possibly be spider because they're not insects.
Ah,
Oh, it's a scientific fact. Therefore, it cannot be spiders.
then the spider above us. Have you tried telling the spider that there's a...
Which one? Then the spider climbing on top is like, hey, don't play it lah. And it was also scientific one basket.
Is there a move on giant spiders where you can toss it into the air and like poke it multiple times with a spear until it dies?
No.
Oh.
Okay, so yes, but you see the marks of the spider originate from this corner, and you check, right? You check the windows, you check the walls, you check, because spiders can basically climb in 3 dimensions, right? The scuffling really just originates from this particular point and nowhere else.
Then I look around and say, even though it might be tempting to set fire to the webs, please remember that buildings here are very flammable, and recent election officers have been spending a lot of money on architecture. Let's not increase the bad luck anymore than we have to.
Yifan, make a perception roll. Only you may make it.
12.
Okay. There is a faint scent of jasmine and chrysanthemums.
Jasmine and chrysanthemums again.
Teh. Keys.
When was the last time that we had the jasmine and chrysanthemum smell? It was in the sewers, right?
Nope. Make me an intelligence roll. Raw intelligence for memory.
Is it all of us?
No, only Yifan.
Okay, what's this roll?
Don't rely on Suedin to bail you all out all the time.
5.
That's good. Thanks, Wayne, for billing us up.
Okay.
Shameless about that.
You can't quite remember. It's something that you've encountered before. It wasn't the sewers. The sewers smelled like the sewers. But jasmine and chrysanthemums.
The cave, the blood spirit cave.
That was one of the times, yes. But it's associated with one particular. Never mind.
The shadow.
Keep guessing. So you walk.
I'm literally going. I'm just like rattling off, every time. I remember.
I was just boasting in Clubhouse that you all will remember this. It's okay. Never mind. You walk down. You see. There's.
The thing is that I remember it, but I can't remember where.
It was your very first adventure. You should remember it. But not in character because you didn't encounter it. Anyway, you walk down the corridor, right? Silence.
I be sure to do I be sure to not be like the people in those alien movies and look upwards as well.
Okay.
Check your six.
Make a perception roll.
Here we go again.
You are the one, ma.
Aha! 19!
Okay, you see something. You see a blood stain on the top of the roof.
On the top of the roof?
On the top of the roof of the roof of this particular floor. Along the corridor, there's a blood stain.
The ceiling?
Yeah, the ceiling.
Okay.
Or the false ceiling, so to speak, of this particular floor.
I look up and I just do that head nudge thing so that they notice it as well.
Okay, and you see the blood. You see that there is a trace of green ichor beside the blood, and you see that this is, by the way, this is a solid wood building. You see that one of the planks of wood on the ceiling is splintered. It's kind of deformed. This is hardwood. As if someone had applied a force.
Wow.
I look into the rooms. I duck into the leftmost room.
Okay. This one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What happened to my... How come can open?
Weapon in hand.
Nothing. Super.
And then I go to the right.
Nothing.
Cang Tian is the one right at the end of the floor, right?
Cang Tian is right, yeah. He's right at the back of this.
I'm not saying anything, I'm just going to motion with my head, and I'm going to get Cang Tian to open that door.
Okay, I put down my writing set for a while and then I kind of I listen first and then I smell basically for any kind of things across. So I'm kind of making a perception check.
Okay.
And then I got oh well, okay, I got a 6. And then I kind of like listen around there, like, okay, 6, don't detect anything. And then is it a pull door or is it a push door?
It's a push door. So you see something really obvious. This particular window here is smashed open.
Okay, from the inside or outside?
From the inside out.
Okay. Then I kind of I kind of look around and I kind of like draw the. Is it a very narrow, compressed area? Like in terms of what's the width of the doorway?
Yeah. Width of the doorway should be about 5 feet long.
5 feet. Okay, got it.
So about 5 feet.
Okay. I kind of like draw out my short blade, and then I kind of like poke around with the short Persian blade to kind of like push the door open. Then look up, look down, look around, and take a glance at like any footsteps along the way that led to the smashed window. And I kind of like look down at that to the rest of the party so they know what I'm looking at.
So make a investigation roll.
Got it. So that's that's an 8.
Can't make it out. There is signs of the struggle, but there's too much chaos around the bedroom.
Got it. Then I kind of poof it and I say like, I think there's some kind of struggle that happened here. Someone ran away and got smashed through here. I think you're right.
Yeah, there are 2 more levels, right?
Yeah, there are 2 more levels.
Okay, I'm going to do a motion with my finger, like going to represent all of us head upstairs. But what I'm saying is, it's probably nothing. Let's just go back downstairs then.
Okay. Do you wanna? Are you still in the room, Cang Tian?
Yeah, I'll basically I'll kind of like move away to kind of like give his rules a bit more credence.
Okay, while you're in the room, you see that the thing had smashed. This window is smashed out. Down here, there are spots of. There is a lot of blood here. There's copious amounts of bleeding along the bits around here. Signs of a struggle. There's some spots of ichor, green ichor, and what look like scuffle marks of chitin. It looks like there has been some kind of fight down here in very, very, very close quarters.
If there was a man who could punch things and fly far away, would it be like chitin bits on the walls and the ceilings?
That's a really good question. No, there aren't chitin bits. There are blood splatters along the wall. Blood splatters.
Okay.
And blood or ichor? Not
blood.
Ichor, right?
Blood.
Right?
Red blood.
Okay.
And as you finally get out to here, make me a perception roll.
Perception. Okay, that's a 20. Yay, finally.
Yes.
Out the window, on the floor, there is the crumpled body of a dead black cat.
I see. So black cat died here, fighting something as well. Does the black cat's body look particularly crushed, or does it look mangled by?
Yeah, you can't tell. You would have to go down to take a look.
Okay, then I kind of motion over towards like where it is, and then I kind of look left, look right, and see whether I'm being noticed by any cats as well. And then
not in this particular place, no.
We don't know whether they revert to their true forms when they die.
I mean, their true forms are cats. I mean, they're actually cats. They're not. Okay.
So they're like familiars, lah.
I know they're like nature spirits that kind of like became corpse.
Nature spirit that became corpse and developed human form.
Okay, like, kind of like me, lah. I'm a celestial spirit that's cosplaying as a human corpse, but then.
Okay, if that's the case, I'm just going to go upstairs because I really told them that we're going downstairs. Right?
Okay.
So I'm going to head up.
You push a hatch up, and you head up. You push a hatch, and you head up. One more floor up. Okay.
Hey, look, spider! You just welcome.
No, I didn't. You open the door. You see a sign of a struggle, and you see in your mind's eye something. You see in your mind's eye something appear, as if it's an image that's playing in your head. You see a spider-bodied what looks like a half man, half spider popping into existence here and then fading.
Huh?
You see a spider popping into
Yep.
existence here and then fading.
Like a drider?
Do you know what a drider is?
I mean, the player knows what a drider is, so I'm asking whether it looks like a drider.
It's got dark. It doesn't have dark skin, but it's got a long life. It's humanoid, and it's got a back body of a spider. Could be in Chinese culture that would be a 蜘蛛精 oh.
Yeah lah.
So you see these images, right? And you reflexively pull out your sword and your shield, right? And they just disappear. It wasn't the Zhaokeng, this was my failsafe, in case all of you failed our investigation rolls.
Okay, I'm waiting for them to come up then, because, yeah.
Yeah, it's exactly like what Sun Wukong is. So nature spirit, just so you know, Suyadin, the demons in Chinese culture, or Yao, right? Or actually, the word demon is not quite an accurate phrase, right? Yao is basically a cultivated animal spirit. So like on Wednesday when Joe was talking about a bird spirit that takes on human form, right? That's actually very, very much in line with Taoist cultivation techniques. Like anybody can cultivate as long as you meditate and go through, absorb the chi of the universe and all that, right? You eventually do take on human form. So spiders can do it, birds can do it, tigers can do it, trees can do it, even corpses or bones, ghosts can do it, zombies can do it. So cultivation is really kind of, in this particular metaphysical world, really part of the universe. And if you take human form, right, it depends on how you cultivate. If you're cultivating towards good, you would be generally, but not 100%, known as a Jing. If you are evil, you're known as a Yao.
I'm kind of waiting for that bird spirit to come and teach me Kung Fu. But
Ooh!
Right. What do you see?
Nicholas, what does your Longmu, what do your Jingyi Wei eyes see?
I look at them. You don't see anything?
We don't see the spider, right? I mean, we don't see the CSI replay, right?
So I think that's a really good question. This one I have to go back into Discord and discuss with you, because yes, cultivation, moving closer to Nirvana in Buddhism, is a very rough analog, and some practices believe that the endpoint of cultivation is enlightenment. Some practices don't, and some actually combine the two. So depending on your particular East Asian philosophical background.
It's actually, all of this comes from the India/Greek obsession, moksha, of disappearing. So all that comes from that, and then but then the Chinese cultivation thing mix in with the Taoism thing, so there's a very strong aspect. Instead of disappearing, you want to become immortal, so you kind of want to live forever and live for, like, the universe is supposed to be forever, and you kind of make peace with the universe and become like a part of it rather than you transcend and leave it behind. So I think that's where the difference is.
Yeah, that's one of the kind of like quirks of East Asian East Asian cultivation / Nirvana / we will basically worship anything, right? So that's one of the kind of the big confluence of different ideas from worlds, and this is the form that it had, the particular form that it took. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, long metaphysical discourse. Yes. Go on. Lomu.
Yeah. So I said I
Yeah,
asked.
the same thing actually. That's what. Yeah. That's what we're asking. Do we see the same thing as Lomu?
Yeah.
Just Lomu, that's where we'll see something.
No, you don't.
Okay. So I look at Lomu and I say,
I just had a vision then. So apparitions.
but then again, your visions and apparitions allow you to detect spirits and see demons. So I
I
wouldn't.
turned on my third eye.
Okay, well done. You detect an aberration. Not here, but traces of an aberration. And you detect possible demonic energy. Possible. It's like not a demon, but not a trace either.
A spider demon was here.
Hmm.
It's not here now. At least not right here with us.
It would have to be quite powerful in order for it to leave an impression.
It is leaving a lot of energy behind, which
I see.
I systematically go to the rooms on this, and then I go upstairs.
Okay. There's nothing more in these rooms. You go through them one by one, and just so that the 4th floor, there's nothing either.
Okay, so we fast forward lah.
Mm.
Whatever it was, it's a true thing, and we missed it.
Well, remember, we're not here to solve the mystery per se. We're here to see what we see.
But what if Hockey Rome was taken by it, and what if the White Silk Hall is made up of more than one of these spider demons?
Definitely, those are things that are very possible. But then I look at him and say, but then remember, we don't have to do this alone. The local black cats are scared of this place. They want a second set of eyes to look at it, and maybe you can get their help against the White Silk. Black cats, White Silk. So it's not just 3 guys. It's not just 4 people against possible demons running a very successful business. We've got 4 guys and a bunch of cats.
Let's go downstairs and make sure that the foreigner is still alive.
All right. I think he's got a big life. Let's go.
He survived the spirit realm. He will survive.
Well, did you hear what he said? The wind came out and tore part of his soul out, so he gained strength from it. I mean, it's that's pretty metal. So I think he's gonna be okay.
It's pretty metal, like.
Yeah, don't you know that when Chrome will laugh at him and throw him, Chrome after your fall.
And if you're not here, then to hell with you. Crom. Where are the 2 snakes facing each other?
I'll head to the washroom for a while. Okay, please continue about me.
Okay. Do we want to take a 5-minute break? While we all reset and then you all discuss what to do?
Sure. Yeah, sure. I'll be back. Okay,
so 5-minute break time. While the rest of them are on break, I kind of promised to do a karaoke because one redeemed the correct number of points the previous time round. So
bye.
So in tribute to T4C's every week song. Yeah, one is on the. Okay. Let me see if I can do something or to entertain you all while everybody's on break. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So the song is called Wa Meng Ti, and it's a Hokkien song of the kind that Sheena likes so much. I have not done much work on it, and we are going to try to. I'm going to try to sing it basically with an acoustic guitar accompaniment. Okay. Hong a jing xiu ki a ho a jing xiu ki ki wa na e bo ji ki ai ya xiao ji ki king gu lai da di xiu li在无下意，世界在淡定，有路伊的消息，我的感情无你别甲死死，我问天，我问天，敢袂？人卖总理，可知爱你这挂是我家己。我问天，我问天，敢袂人卖总理，小妹放袂记，我不离不合做10年。敢讲是男人的泪，不敢面对心事万中做10年，不敢面对心事万中做10年。Okay, thank you. Okay, so my 2,000 points is extinguished already. I no longer owe Wen a song. Hey, thank you. So that was a Hokkien song, and it basically is basically a song that says that basically is asking the heavens to stop fucking around with me, please. And it's basically a plea to heaven and say, please stop it, I can't take it anymore. And it's in Hokkien. It's one of the dialects of Singapore, and one of my favorite songs. I now feel obligated to clip this to show to Sheena. And thank you very much for the praise. I don't often do this on the stream. So while we're waiting for the rest of the guys to come back and tell me what they want to do with this particular crime scene, right? Anybody has any thing that they particularly want to know about Singapore that they didn't dare to ask on T4C? Shao is back! Yay!
I miss some team being Wingman.
Yeah, no, I was doing Wang Ti because of Wen's redemption, which I actually popped into the thing as a joke, but I realized only after that realized that 2,000 points actually quite easy to get to. Maybe I should just raise that.
2,000 points is maybe 3 sessions.
Yeah, but you see, Sweden is nice, he's been giving you all experience, and he's been dropping clues and all that. Only one, right? Because he can't give you XP because he was part of the team, and he can't give you clues because he was part of the team. Yeah. And so he redeemed the karaoke lah. So now I got sing lah. And I know that Wen has accumulated a lot of points, so I wouldn't be surprised if he sabos me one more time.
Okay. You did mention that you are not the only one that is obligated to sing.
It's okay lah. I mean, I did mention that they're not the only one obligated to sing, but I don't know whether you are up for it. You see, that's the thing.
Yeah, later you have singing really about it.
Yeah. And anyway, it's okay lah. Thank you. Since everybody is back, okay. Back to the game. Yay.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, and by the way, Drew kidding me, can you thank you for the follow, and for those of you who are here for the first time, please smash the follow button, subscribe, cheer, drop bits, all happy to receive. Yes.
Shameless.
Okay, now, okay, back down here. Valky is still sitting, leaning against one of the pillars, right? And he seems to be casually munching his large handful of spiced lamb skewers that he's just eating with gusto. It's just, hey, this is not bad, man.
Yeah, great, right? Yeah.
It's not bad. Hey, so what do you all find?
There might be, as I said, big insect, but then there I point the elf. The elf says it's not insect. I don't know what's wrong with the elf, man. He says spiders. then I say like, I think there might be some kind of a spider demon fighting in this parts, and our friend might have been kidnapped by demons. Will you be interested in helping us find our friend?
What's it pay?
Well, the friend is a butcher. The friend is a prominent member of a merchants guild, and I'm sure he can set us up with good wine and food. At the very least, if he can't pay, then I kind of wave my trunk of coin, and I'll be the sponsor for that.
Sounds fair. Somebody needs to underwrite it. I've got lamb skewers to eat and all that.
Got it. Well, we'll work out a contract later, alright, Valky?
And he walks over to the pitcher of wine that still happens to be there, right? And he reaches in and grabs the pitcher over here, right? And the pitcher over here, and he takes a sniff of it, and he takes a shift of it. Just, wow, your wine here in China is very strong. What do you all use to make it?
I sniff at it. Yeah, like is that wine?
Yeah, it's wine. It's a pitcher of wine. Rice wine.
Okay. Yeah, I say. It's like it's the small strange grain that the elephants country people like to eat. It's a yellow white thing that they have. They press it for really long, and then it comes out this juice. It's like seed juice.
Huh?
This gross. Yeah.
It sounds disgusting, but it tastes good.
Yeah, that's usually how things are.
Hey, so what are you gonna do with this dead body here?
We're not the local police, so we shouldn't do anything about it. Later we get involved in yet more bullshit. But the people ask us to come inside here, maybe we can contact them as well as follow up the investigation because we want to find our friend.
Okay. Are we done here? Or can we go fuck off now?
Okay, out of character, Shao,
Yeah.
you might want to actually go take a look at the cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. We came downstairs to look at the cat. Sorry, the break I forgot already. I go and take a look at the dead cat.
Okay. Question. Which side of the building are you going by? This side, the left, or to the right?
I look at Yifan. Where's he going?
And this is how you develop paranoia in players. Make them make decisions that seem innocuous.
Which was
it should be the left because it's on the left side of the building, if I'm not wrong.
Amu curiously follows.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
look,
we are left is which way? This way? Or this way?
That way.
This way,
yeah, the first way, yeah.
Towards the tree,
Should be there.
I say, hold on, stop. I just realized that I can do something. So now I'm level 4. So why not use special effects budget while we're at it, right? Basically, yeah. So let's go upstairs and kind of like we go back upstairs because like there may be interactions with things upstairs. So we go up to the top floor again, right, from the window where the cat fell, and then I slow fall down quietly and surreptitiously.
Okay. So you basically end up on this side lah. Okay.
Yeah, but then that way I can get extra stun dice for retracing the path down. You see. because since you're in a CSI episode, I need to go through this is what the person experienced.
If you really wanted to know what the cat experienced, you should do it without the fall.
So far.
Yeah, you should do it without the slow fall, really.
I also need to get mangled, beaten up, and burnt. first.
That's true. And all true. So, okay, you reach where the cat is, the mangled body of the cat is, and you look at the wounds. First, make me a medicine roll, or if you want to have somebody come and make the medicine roll for you, also can.
Okay, as soon as I noticed that Cang Tian has landed outside, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna walk by the ground floor all the way out to meet him, and I'm gonna say, "That must have been interesting."
Yeah, I said it works because I got a crit. The medicine check. Apparently, we're falling down through the air. They're like, "Oh, the pain." I'm doing the insider approach. I think.
Okay. The body of the cat is sliced nearly in half around the waist. It appears
Are we in our
to be.
Is it a cat special?
This is not Yishun, okay? For those of you who don't know, right, in Singapore there's this town up north called Yishun. And Yishun is basically the Stranger Things town of Singapore. All the weird stuff in Singapore happens in Yishun, right? Up to and including this weird serial killer of cats. And I'm not even joking about this, okay? So the cat is cut almost bisected, by what look like a pair of shears. It's swollen in several areas where it looks like it's taken not quite the right size bite, but scaled down. It's like if the cat were human sized, it would have been the right size for a spider the size that you saw, Lomo, but it's scaled down and it's swollen in several areas, and some of the parts of the body is smelly and putrefying. It looks like it's almost eaten into the body.
How long has this been? I look at Cang Tian. Do you know how long it's been dead?
A day, maybe two.
I share that.
Then whatever it is, it has a day, maybe two head start ahead of us.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that's I kind of like write down and finish the report of it, and then I kind of look down. I don't think we have to. Let's chase after our friend Poppy Wrong.
Lomu, a drop of blood drops onto your head. I'm trying to see the angle. Yeah, a drop of blood drops onto your head. Literally, just onto your head.
Do I have enough Qing Gong to go all the way up?
Okay, so I'm gonna house rule it, right? For Qing Gong, if you can take a round on any surface that would not otherwise be able to support your weight. As long as you manage to make the leap the second time round, you can get up. So if I do a ruler check, don't forget. Oh wait, whoa, that's a fireball. Whoa, bro, that's not good, bro. Okay. Yeah, you can barely reach 60 feet. Barely.
Okay, I want to Qing Gong up.
Okay.
So I spent a round doing it, right?
Yep, you spend one round doing a double dash. Yeah, let me see whether I can. Okay, you drop here. You see the blood. You see a blood rivulet, and you see a trail. A trail of blood leading across here.
I motioned to them to come up.
Okay. Do the thing.
Gopnik. Richard, one day can you please do me a favor and program a Gopnik command?
Gopnik.
Gopnik, I cast fireball.
Sure.
Yeah, because Gopnik lives in all our hearts, right? You move, you follow the trail of the blood, and around the corner, the trail gets more and more intense, and around the corner you see another dead cat.
Hmm.
And there's another cat at the other end.
Here. There's another dead black cat.
I do the please, Cang Tian.
Okay, sure. I will go over and then imagining that I'm being chomped by gigantic spidery shears. I go over there and then I make my medicine check.
Okay.
Okay. Unfortunately, this time my special effects budget not great. It's a 6 only.
That's why I'm trying not to use too many particle effects.
Not that you can. Nothing that you can kind of make out. Dead, cut, death by lacerations through the shears. Part of the body is dissolved by poison. That kind of thing.
Mm. I see. Then I say I think it died in pretty much the same way as the other one did. Something venomous, and something with great biting claws.
And that would explain why so many of the black cats were missing.
Yeah,
And this could also explain why they need our help.
probably. So, of course, the darker version of it is that
Why can't they just be straight with us? If they need our help, why can't they just say they need our help? What's with all this? Maybe we need a second set of eyes.
Actually, you already have the answer to that. You just need to put it together.
see, it's like
Well, you see, Amu really is not the fastest. Or the
When I say
quickest.
you, I meant you collectively, not you particularly. Because you particularly, I know, I understand, totally understand. Sweet, thanks. Now all we need is Goblin to come into the stream. Okay. Anyway, you reach the. Yeah. So this is where you see the second dead body of the cat. Anything else you want to do?
yeah, I would actually like to see whether do the cats actually have any possessions? Do they have little bells or any satchels or anything?
Make me an investigation roll.
That's a 4. Okay, nope.
Nope.
The vagaries.
Nothing you can tell. Longmu, you're starting to get a little bit of a headache.
Huh?
It's like a demonic energy headache, is it?
I take Panadol.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I say I think we are getting close to the source of the mystery. If anything, these cats, I say, I think they are loyal servants to each other, loyal friends to each other. Maybe choose to use the way it died to indicate where the enemy is. There, look around.
I'm going to cover the rest of the ground that we have not covered. Basically, the rooftop.
Okay. Make me either an investigation or survival roll, whichever's higher.
Aha! That would be survival. $13.
Okay. So this is what you see. Good enough. This area here is an area where there are a lot of scratchings. Seems to be whatever that attacked Pocky Rong's house. This area was the point where it originated, or at least the staging ground. This was the staging ground.
Uh-huh.
Working back the trail, right? The blood seems to be. This particular black cat was taken by surprise. Right, died almost instantly. the blood seems to have kind of pooled and gathered along the roof gutters. It was very fortunate you just happened to be standing at the spot where you entered. Second one was on the ground level. This is where things start getting interesting. You don't see a trail of it going. You don't see a trail of the spider actually going down. If anything, you see that even from here, the trails just stop and they just reappear here. So there's a break in the trail, as if it just stopped existing and then came back.
I look around the surrounding buildings, looking for any sign of webbing.
Okay, so you're popping back into non-CSI space, huh?
CSI space.
Non-CSI space.
Okay. Non-CSI space.
Amu will look in his great curiosity will ask Cang Tian and Yifan, how long does it take for spider webs to disappear? I'm assuming spider webs are not permanent.
It's like well, spider webs are kind of like sweat and mucus, I think. So it takes quite. It disappears and after a while.
Oh wait, Valky's not here. Sorry, Valky is
like
downstairs.
It dries up and everything. So I think that I kind of like I kind of like use my short sword to kind of cut a little bit of it. And is it still sticky or is it kind of like dried up and?
It's dry.
Okay.
It's no longer sticky. So spider webs they don't remain sticky for a very long time unless the spider actually reapplies the silk.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, we know the science behind it. It's just the spider demons.
So funny that you should mention that the opposite building there is a cat watching the three of you.
I look pointedly at the cat.
Yeah.
The cat moves off, and this is where I will moves off in this direction.
I stop. Okay, then I look at the cat there inside for a while. I think the cat wants us to follow, and then I kind of like try to figure that out whether that seems to be the intent.
Can we Ting Kong to the other roof?
Maybe not. Let me check out. I don't think you can actually reach to the other roof. It's quite a distance.
Or the lower one and then up again.
No lah, it's about 80 feet. No, you can't. Even with a running jump, even with a running jump and a dash, you would maximum reach about 60 feet.
We advance another 6-7 centuries, then we have China's high-speed monorails.
So what he's doing, right, is what the cat is doing, right? He's walking this way. He's walking this way, and every so often faces you.
Yeah, the cat wants us to
yes, the cat wants us to follow.
Yep. By the way, Nick, I have something to confess today. I have passed up my Pathfinder thing, right? And then I wrote in a character called Sa Aber, who is who is a lot of cats that popularizes cat ownership in certain cities.
For those of you who don't know, hey, can I mention the?
Yeah.
So Saber is so Nick runs a game shop in Singapore, and Saber is the game shop cat. So Sa Aber happens to be the game shop cat.
So if it gets past, then I'll be able to point to the book. Hey, look, Saber's in the cat. Saber's in a D&D book somewhere.
A black cat starts following you from this rooftop.
Okay.
Well, not bad. Not bad.
This bugs me. They know we are here. They asked us to be here, and they are being randomly cryptic about it. I mean, they obviously know what happened at Poppy Road. What happened at Poppy Road.
You see, and they seem to be heading towards this very strange building down here, which I was actually reserving as a Easter egg, as I was telling Ricardian, but
okay.
Yeah.
So that's like a stupa almost.
It is a stupa.
It is a stupa. Okay.
It is a stupa.
Relic. Yeah. Then I say to Longmu, a kind of conversation. Look, you see, like obviously we have dangerous people hunting us, right?
I don't know about you, but I know there are dangerous people hunting me.
So you see, and if they're dangerous, and somehow we still haven't been hunted yet, does it mean that in another world, it could be possible that we're working with these dangerous people, pretending to be their enemies? So if I was a black cat, I'll be cautious because I don't know whether I can trust us, because we could be the bad guys for all they know. So they want our help, but they don't trust us. I mean, it's healthy caution, right?
Hey Richard,
fair.
every game is Shadowrun.
Yeah. Then Chan Tian says, I think that stupa over there, that Chandi over there. Then I look at it, and
Let's head towards where the cats are.
Yeah.
alright. Very soon we shall fall into a mysterious stupa. No, I think that is
Hey, not bad, huh? I think I did a good job anticipating your reactions. All the set pieces were all in place.
yeah, we were not stupefied.
You're not stupefied.
Stupefied.
Valky, by the way, has no ability to follow you guys. So
I said, I'm walking normally. I'm like, hey bro, let's go.
Well,
I shall refresh mutton and wine.
okay, Ken.
Uh,
I shall reapply. It's like buffs like MMO. It's like please apply mutton on tank.
Please reapply. But
we have more than one cat, right?
you have 2 cats.
I think
Yeah.
we need 3.
So we look at one. I look at one of the cats and you might want to tell our foreigner friend that we are coming this way.
Don't
And
worry, the
as the-
one foreigner without one foreigner. Let's
As
go.
the cat walks towards you, it fluidly morphs into a lady dressed in red, and you recognize her as Mu Chengyu, the one that the black cats. You don't know this, but the black cats refer to as boss, and the rest of them call the Midnight Cat. The Midnight Cat demon. So she says, and she crouches down, leans her legs over the rooftop, and says, and just looks at the two of you with the head cocked to the side, almost cat-like.
Yeah, it's a huge one. It's big, man.
Oh my god, cat waifu.
So
She says, "You understand now?"
yeah,
And Amu looks at them. Huh?
yeah. It's a bit of yeah and that together.
She says,
You know.
we cannot ask you for help.
Huh?
She says, we cannot ask you for help.
Okay.
This is.
okay.
She glances at Long Mo. This is already overstepping. We, however, are willing to turn a blind eye to certain forms of involvement. This is about as much help as we can give. We are worried.
Why can't you interfere in the White Suit Hall's affairs?
I mean, who are they paying off? Besides everyone.
She says, it is good that we found you first. As if that was meant to answer your question.
Oh my god, this is so D&D PC lor.
If you were, if they are cat, you're cat cultivators, right? You're
In a manner of
cultivators.
speaking, yes. That I can answer.
Our medicinal friends, are they spider spirit cultivators or are they something else?
And near as we can tell, that is correct.
Okay.
How many are we dealing with?
The hall, many. The cultivators, maybe 4. Unknown power. unknown power level, probably high. We suspect that they have something, they're up to something. They're up to something. She seems to be restraining her. You see her face kind of wobble just a little bit.
So I think, are you under some kind of
Gaius.
oath that's would be inconvenient to say in front of us?
She says, "It is good that we found you first."
Very well. I think that's all we get out of you, huh?
Oh my god, this is so there's no war in Ba Sing Se.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I mean, think about it this way, right? They are cat cultivators. How else would you bind them?
Can I say? Alright, so what waits for us? What awaits us inside here where we are not helping you with anything at all, and you're not helping us with anything?
She thinks for a while and she says, Bodhi fruit is good for cultivation, is it not? She turns around.
It's excellent. So,
Is this the White Silk Hall?
She says, the White Silk Hall does not... She thinks for a while. The building is not as important as the people.
it's amazing that you have like such a perfectly sized building that's perfect as a warehouse for Bodhi fruit. If I was to want a building like that, right?
She smiles.
Okay, then would you happen to know anything about our rather large and muscular acquaintance?
I look at Cang Tian and I just blurt out and kind of interrupting his question. So does Bodhi fruit also cure poison from spiders?
Do you need me to... Yifan, please roll a pure intelligence roll. And you guys really need to take better.
No, I know Bodhi fruit doesn't. It's just it's a binding element.
For one very specific thing I told you about.
One very specific thing.
Yes.
It's for
Cultivation pills.
Cultivation pills, yeah.
Yeah, cultivation pills.
They're trying to basically stop XP growth for stockpile XP materials for maybe their four head honchos. So
Maybe.
that's why adventurers are terrible.
Also preventing the cultivation of other cultivators, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's just a side effect, I think.
No, I think that's the main effect.
It's a zero-sum game, lah. Like it's like you keep restore the nukes. So what you do,
my gain is other people's loss, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my gain is other people's loss, and if other people loses, right, then you want to make other people lose. Therefore, the best person to gain is me.
Yeah, I look at the cat and I say, I mean, we're not arsonists or terrible people like that, but what if all this was to go up in flames and nobody gets any resources? Like how many years is an arsonist looking at here, officer?
She says, she thinks for a while and then she says, it would not be ideal for this to become public.
Alright.
And she her face kind of grimaces for a moment.
I think, sorry, I lost you there, Casey. What is it? Her face grimaces?
Grimaces for a moment. It clenches and then her face kind of shifts partially into cat form for a moment. Dead Froggo, we are using Talespire. It is a piece of software. It's a virtual tabletop available on Steam. And she says, arson is deeply punishable and not desired in the city.
Don't worry about it. It's like Yifan and Longwu, I look at them. Just now you were asking about luck, right? Do you know what luck actually is? If fire is not allowed to take out all the body fruit, we need a person who's a prodigious eater. and they may have kidnapped Pocky Rong, who's the most prodigious eater we know. Give us Balky. Let us season all the mutton in this city with all the freaking body fruit, and he shall eat everything. We shall XP farm our NPC to become level 20 Conan.
And Valky goes.
Let us think of this grapefruits to eat, my friend.
Valky slaps you on the shoulder and says, "I like the way you think."
Come forth. We shall eat our way to ascension. How Chinese?
Yeah, totally.
I think we're being localized.
So what Wudang is saying is that if the people are more important than the building,
I think there are people inside here that was probably.
Have you looked? Have you found the thing you are looking for?
Amu goes into the building.
The doors are closed.
Amu will try to go into the building.
I give the report over to the cat lady and I say, well, I don't think you need this, but here's a summary of what we saw. Best disposed after reading, huh?
She says, "You saw what I saw. Have you found what you are looking for?"
We have not. We're looking for Pocky Wong. Is he in here? And I try the door.
She says, she shakes her head. No.
I think probably the sewers then I kind of like look along.
She raises her eyebrows and then drops them, and she's
Like,
To the sewers.
would you like to join us on a little fishing expedition?
She sighs. And she looks towards the direction of the rising sun. And she sighs. It is good that we found you first.
When you say we, who are you referring to? Are you referring to the group of the cat police, or are you talking about your cat police employers who brought you out of the cat wilderness into civilization?
We are the watchers of Xiangyang.
Right.
Xiangyang now represents the last hope of the Song emperors. And because of that, we now bear an additional burden. That much I can say.
Could I ask a simpler question then? Would you be able to provide us with clothes of the White Silk Hall and allow us to study them for maybe 1 or 2 hours?
It is possible. Time is... It is possible.
If time is of an essence, then the clothes will do fine.
She's visibly straining against something now, and she says, "I can say no more."
Okay, I understand you cannot say anymore. Okay. I turn towards Cang Tian and Amu. There is a way that we can.
I look at her. So you can't tell us things, but you can lie to us, right?
She turns to us and she turns to you and say, "Yes. Yes, I can."
So you can tell us a completely false version of what you may not want us to know?
Do you know the concept of truth by omission?
I'm asking for a tall tale.
A tall tale that spires. This is brought to you by Talespire. Thank you.
she looks visibly strained. No.
Let's say, right? There was a black hall run by goats.
Known as the Black Horn Hall.
And from what we know, the Black Hall of Goats is currently making deals with birds who are for some reason flying above the air, not underground, right?
Yes. Who are not fish.
What can you tell us about the black goats then?
She draws a deep breath as if she's trying to say something, and it stops in her throat.
This is more complex than I thought. Oh well.
Sorry, Yifan was saying something just now, right? Yeah.
Yes, I was. I'm saying that we can continue our investigation inside the hall. We might not need to go into the sewer directly. And we can disguise ourselves as White Silk Hawk members.
What can Coffee tell us?
No, as in we can disguise ourselves as White Silk Hall members and go in. I take out from my backpack a plastic mask and makeup.
Okay.
I am skilled in the arts of.
Okay.
Why?
Shall we then make this something for the next adventure? Because it occurs to me that it's one of those things that looks like it could
Spiral out of control.
yeah, it could spiral. It could either spiral out of control and then we'll be spending next 3 hours doing damage control, or it could be resolved in 15 minutes. And it really depends. It really depends on how it works out, right? So what I would suggest, right, is we adjourn for the next one, and then we start doing things like what are you looking for in the city, and we can do maybe a little bit of roleplay, and then we wind down.
Got it.
Because you have some prep time. You have some prep time before this happens. If you have nothing, if this is the course of action that you're going to do, then let's wrap it up and we can move on to the next scene.
Okay.
Rather than spiraling down here, because there is a limit to how far this lady can. Obviously, this lady can only tell you certain things.
Yep.
So I look at Cang Tian. So you just restricted her to yes, no questions. Does that help?
Sorry? What is it?
If we restricted her to just yes, no questions, would that help?
No, it doesn't. It will not help either.
I think right now the situation is like I think it just comes down to the question of faith right now. Like, do we have faith that they could have screwed us over, but they haven't. I was saying this in open view of the cats, and then I think they need us more than anything right now.
I would trust them because I would just trust them because they're cats, but that's besides the point.
I mean, and whoever's in charge of this imperial of your country's empire, and then I say, well, the cats are obviously a little bit nervous about you. Yeah, I say,
We have learned something new.
New and random. Okay, I give you you want good information but unrelated to the matter, or you want information or fishing for a clue. Okay, Miao Ling. Okay, so this is the thing. There is Yifan's knowledge arcana. Yifan's knowledge arcana recognizes what the lady is under. What Mu Chengyu is under. She's under a geas. And one of the very obvious tenets of the geas is obey your superiors.
Good soldiers follow orders.
Good soldiers follow orders. Good watchmen follow orders. Who trumps the prefecture officials in investigation matters?
Imperial.
The Imperials.
Hiyo. Okay.
but it's a fishy gears, guys. It's a court gear.
So it's not So it's not it's not a direct clue, but it explains her behavior, and it also contextualizes certain things about the White Silk Hall.
Yes. So we can. There are several ways of doing this, and I think we'll be discussing it.
Yeah,
Offline.
come up with a plan, and I like your idea of trying to infiltrate it, but I'm not entirely sure whether it's one of those things that smells of, yeah, it could go really well, or yeah, this thing is not going to go well at all.
Yeah, you know, our most of our like infiltration plans always end up being dynamic.
Yeah, it ends up with fireballs and tears, right? So, okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to play a Yankee who cannot cast spells next time.
Oh,
I cannot have fireballs, I cannot shed tears.
under the gate, 5 geese are laying, 4 geese are laying, 3 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree.
The pear tree.
Okay.
Good night, guys. Thank
Okay,
you.
one last
I guess
thing before we
we are
go,
done.
right? Thanks for joining us on the stream. I just wanted to let everybody know this, right? So Shao is involved in a particular Kickstarter project called Arc Doom.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And it is an amazing system that I'm still trying to persuade Shao to run a one-off for this. And hopefully it'll be on one of the days that we can, one of our off days, and then we can run through it, and maybe Shao can also introduce us some of the more interesting projects that he's been in. And I'm still trying to persuade him, lah. I know if you all can help me persuade him also, that'd be great, lah.
It's a less of persuasion and a more of like a perennial freelancer life, which is, oh no, deadlines. Yeah. Back pain and deadlines, those are the two constants.
Okay, so I'll let for all of us when Shao is ready and willing to run for us. Hopefully we'll get him to run a few one shots lah. Shao is a great GM, by the way, as well. In fact, I think this particular group is overwhelmed with GMs. I've been playing games with Nic for the longest time. I'm like the DM of DMs.
Yeah. It's like, do you know what happens with all the grappling jokes every week? It's because actually Casey wants Nic to carpe DM. He wants him to
Oh man.
yeah.
Oh no. Okay.
Oh yeah, Joe says I have leads on Bob, so it looks like I could do some NPC intel on the other side as well.
Yeah, no, you're still triangulating for Bob, right? And you better find Bob, you know. I think Joe is going to start exploding if you don't find Bob.
It's like I am actually maintaining the fate of the solidarity of the party, right? By walking around hex crawling looking for baby griffins.
But for all you know, by the time you find it, it will be an adult griffin. Yeah, but I saw the clue already on the previous channel, so yeah, it's all good lah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Joe, I really, really hope you find Bob. All of us are like rooting for you to find Bob, really.
Yes, we are all.
Yeah, I'm holding on. I'm dead serious about it. I'm holding on to 15k channel points, right? Anytime you need it, just shout, right? I will punch that button. We will hit advantage for you. Anytime. Now that
I also have another 10k just in case, even though I've spent the 10k last.
No, we are loyal supporters, man. And thanks for joining us today. Okay, so we're gonna close off the stream. Rich, is there somebody that we can raid today?
Let's see. Phoenix is still on.
Let's go raid Phoenix.
Okay.
What a bird.
Raiding
Okay, thanks a lot, everybody.
Phoenix Iwaki.
Do I stop the stream? I stop the stream, right? Once I raid.
Yeah.
Okay, stop the stream. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop the stream.